Good evening, everyone. I'm Laura Ehrich, and I serve as your Executive Director here at Congregation Gates of Heaven. As I sit here in this empty sanctuary, I'm really struck by the difference that 2 years can make. It was about 2 years ago that Doug and I first visited Gates as prospective members. We walked in on a Friday evening for Shabbat service, not knowing that we were walking into the tail end of a potluck dinner. The smells wafting from the social hall were really tempting, and it smelled like my childhood home. We were warmly greeted by Bea and Jerry Hahn, who sent us into the sanctuary, where everyone was starting to gather for worship. There was a casual, open, and warm feeling that suffused this holy space, and it was that Hamishness that made us both realize that this would be our spiritual home. We stuck around for Oneg, where Mary Matthews started chatting with us, and she asked us if we were shul shopping, and of course we confessed. We were so pleased that what followed was not a sales pitch. Instead, Mary talked to us about why she liked Gates, why this was her home, and what keeps her coming back. Now that's her story to share, but I thought I would take a couple of minutes to share with you what we love about Gates and why this place is so important to us. Gates is so warm. Whether you're stopping in to pay a bill, or dropping by unannounced to say hi to Rabbi Matt, or popping into Lunch and Learn, you are welcome and you are appreciated. Gates is authentic. I love that you can be who you are meant to be without apology or explanation and feel nourished and connected to this community. We are a congregation of colorful oddballs of every stripe, and we are the richer for it. Gates is a way to connect. When Doug started asking questions about connecting with Judaism, Rabbi Matt was happy to start meeting with him, helping him to learn about our history and traditions, our politics and our quirks, and about Jewish pirates, because how else would you tap into the sacred than by relating it to the not-so-sacred? Gates is rooted in tradition while looking forward to the future. We wholeheartedly embrace Reform Judaism and strive to demonstrate our Jewish values in everything that we do, whether it's being of service on Mitzvah Day, bringing food to the homebound, by having the courage to speak our truth to power through the Lataken program, or helping others through acts of tzedakah. Our tradition both grounds us and gives us the wings to soar. Our future is what I've spent most of the last year thinking about and planning for. Some simple questions from our financial team led to a deep look into our membership trends, our financial wellness and sustainability, and our preparedness to continue as a sacred community for generations to come. We undoubtedly have some challenges, but they're not unique to us, and the responsibility to meet those challenges is shared by communities of faith around the world. Here at Gates, we have a window of opportunity to make meaningful cultural and structural changes that will empower us to thrive. Most people are really uncomfortable with change, so why do we have to do it? Because the decision to stay the same is a decision to allow the synagogue model to fade away, and we know that change can help Jewish life remain strong, robust, and thriving. If we want our congregation to be a place of deep relationship, impact, and meaning, we must constantly explore and discuss new ways to do and to be who we are. This empty sanctuary cannot be our future. I spoke of Jewish values, and I want to share with you some of the values that inform the sacred work that we are doing and will continue to do to make sure that what we build is sustainable and true to who we are. First is trustworthiness, or emunah. As we move forward, we will be honest and transparent with you, and we will have the courage to do what is right, even when it's hard. We will do what we say we will do. Second is the value of kavod, or respect. We will continue to respect each other, including our differences, both big and small. We will respect the sacred work that we all do in order for Gates to be our home. We will rein in tempers and criticisms and keep peace in this house, recognizing that we are all motivated by our love of this place. The third value is responsibility, or achrayut. We will do what we are supposed to do, persevering when the going gets hard, and by being accountable when we fail. And we will fail. Not everything will succeed. Everyone will never be happy at the same time. And hindsight will be, as it always has been, 2020. So long as we fail forward, we will ultimately succeed. The fourth value, and in some ways the most important, is community, or kehila. We will do everything we can to make this sacred community a better place. We will strive to be kind and compassionate with each other, forgiving one another easily. As Jews, we are called to be a community together. It will take the full participation of each one of us to grow and strengthen this community. We will ask the hard questions, and we will listen to tough answers with respect. My personal challenge to the community, our leaders, staff, congregants, and friends, is to embrace the fifth value, which is kindness, warmth, and positivity, or sever panim yafot. I know things are really hard right now. These times are unprecedented, change is inevitable, and change is scary. But I also know that this can be a time of tremendous hope and innovation if we choose to see it as such. That doesn't mean that we ignore our challenges or sweep them under the carpet for someone else to deal with. No, what it means is that we can meet those challenges with the absolute belief that we have the time and the talent and the will to envision a future that is bright and sustainable, and to undertake the work to make that vision a reality. And speaking of work, no one has done more in the past year than our financial team, comprised of President Jonathan Falk, Executive Vice President Peter Kopcha, Treasurer Ron Wackenheim, and Assistant Treasurer Stacy Waters. They will now walk you through our proposed budget for 2020 and 2021.